Now at 6, weekend storms bring floods and flood-like conditions to parts of the 4 states. Plus, a Joplin man is struck by a pickup while crossing I-44. And hundreds of kids sign up to collect school supplies and fun at one last bash before heading back to school.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Some parts of the 4 states are dealing with rising water from the heavy overnight rains. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The Elk River near Pineville has risen so rapidly, some businesses that rent out canoes, kayaks, and other floating equipment shut down today. The water level there climbed more than 6.5 feet in 24 hours. Still, the level has not hit flood stage. The business Big Elk Floats and Camping expects good floating conditions the rest of the week. It's much worse in southeastern Missouri's Bollinger County, where residents are dealing with flooding from the storms. The National Weather Service says up to 6 feet of water is flowing in some areas in Glen Allen, where the sheriff's office conducted rescue operations. Crews worked to get residents impacted by flooding to safety and higher ground. State troopers had 5 rescue boats out with team members going door to door as needed. No injuries have been reported. Some areas around here got lots and lots of rain. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, we definitely did, but we needed the rain, just not quite that heavy. It'd be nice if we could spread it out a little bit, but 1.5 inches at the airport in Joplin, 3.8 for the month, and we're still 8 inches below where we should be, but we've done pretty good over the past month or so. We usually don't get this much rain in the month of August, but look at the 24-hour rain totals. Anywhere you see, well, really from Veneta through Grove all the way up toward Monette, it's a swath of at least 5 inches of rain over the past 24 hours. Another little pocket of 3 to 4 inches of rain just to the south of Chanute, but you can see everybody got something, not a lot once you got up into Vernon County, but at least we got some rain across the region. All right, clear skies for us now. Temperature is fantastic. If you want to get out this evening, we're dropping back through the 70s, all the way down into the 50s later on tonight. Of course, we're going to look at the rest of the week here in just a bit.
See you soon. The 18th annual Back to School Bash by Victory Life Church is underway right now at Lincoln Park in Pittsburgh for grade school kids and their families. KOAM's Amber Jenkins is there live.
Well, the fun starts around 3 p.m. this afternoon, and there are resources for students going to get a good start to the school year, like free haircuts that you see behind me, school supplies, and more. This is the first year that Victory Life Church is partnering with 4 other local churches to put on this community event.
First time coming together and having all the churches bring all of their talents and gifts together and all of their people serving. Shout out to the first responders also. We will have them out here all evening long, and we can't say enough to them. What they serve our community, we're grateful.
Being at Lincoln Park gives the Back to School Bash enough space, and partnering with other local churches helps the event run smoothly with catering, activities, free swim, and more.
Flag Church, we are providing the free swim as well as all the inflatables in the park. And so this is our way of contributing to this great event that the community is putting together.
And the fun ends around 7 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in Pittsburgh, in Lincoln Park, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Amber, thanks, and have fun out there. Back to school time means vaccination time for a lot of area students. The Joplin Health Department's community health nurses will offer vaccinations at the Joplin Schools Open House this Thursday. Nurses will provide immunizations for both high school and middle school students during this event. It runs from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Joplin Health Department offers immunizations for children living within Joplin city limits or who are enrolled in a Joplin public or private school. Jefferson's Restaurant in Joplin comes up with a tasty way to thank school employees. From today through Sunday, school staff can head out to Jefferson's for a free dine-in meal of their choice of a free burger, wing, salad, or handheld entree. The offer is inclusive of all Joplin area public and private school employees. School employees must present a valid school ID badge to receive that offer. A Joplin man is dead following a vehicle pedestrian crash. That accident happened about 1:30 yesterday afternoon near I-44 and Main Street in Joplin. Authorities say the pedestrian Corey Fitzjohn of Joplin was trying to cross the interstate when he was struck by a pickup truck. Fitzjohn died at the scene. A driver faces charges today after a crash that put his pickup truck in a pond. The accident happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon near Racine, Missouri. Authorities say the truck was traveling west on Highway 86, turned left to leave the highway. The truck hit a tree, and as you see, it overturned into that pond. Firefighters worked to control the spill of oil and gas into a creek. Authorities arrested the driver and charged him with DWI. Coming up, Silver Dollar City announces its largest expansion plans in the park's 63-year history. Plus, the raid of a newspaper in Marion, Kansas draws national and international attention. A new addition to Silver Dollar City lights a fire of interest under an old attraction. The new Fire in the Hole will get a brand new home in what officials are calling the Fire District. The new Fire in the Hole replaces the iconic ride after more than 50 years. The indoor coaster features 5 drops, including a water splashdown, and 14 show scenes, including a custom soundtrack. Even the park's president had to express his excitement.
This is a really exciting thing for Branson and Silver Dollar City. You know, Fire in the Hole has been a long-time favorite attraction, and to see an updated version of Fire in the Hole, I think is going to bring a whole lot of folks to the area.
This $30 million investment will reside in a 5-story building directly behind Fireman's Landing. Officials expect the attraction to be ready by spring 2024. Police raided a paper in Marion, Kansas, an action that's gained national, even international attention. The raid comes after a warrant signed by a judge allegedly identified theft and unlawful use of a computer. Those on both sides say it all started earlier this month at a public forum for Jake Turner at a Wichita area restaurant. Reporter Cale Chapman breaks down just what happened.
Here's a timeline of what we know so far. Marion police posted on Facebook August 1st at a public forum for Congressman Jake Turner. They were at a local restaurant, Carrie's Kitchen. Marion County record owner Eric Meyer says he and his staff were told to leave by the Marion police chief at the request of restaurant owner Carrie Newell. The next day, Meyer says one of the record's reporters received a Facebook message from a source about how Newell was driving without a license and had a prior DUI conviction. The paper says it looked into these claims because Newell was trying to get a liquor license. Kansas law says you can't have a felony DUI conviction to get one, and you must have a driver's license. Meyer says he sent a note with the record's findings to the Marion police chief on August 4th. Meyer says they didn't plan to publish those findings. City Vice Mayor Ruth Erbel then asked the record to send her the information they had because the City Council was set to vote on their approval of Newell's liquor license. The City Council approved the license in a 4-1 vote. At this meeting, Newell claims the record obtained her personal information illegally and shared it with Vice Mayor Erbel. In her official statement, Newell says she believes the paper accessed her information through a piece of mail from the Kansas Department of Revenue. She reported that to police. The record published an article about the accusations and the council meeting in that week's edition of the paper. Friday morning, Marion County Court Magistrate Judge Laura Vire signed a search warrant which alleges violations of identity theft and, quote, unlawful acts concerning computers. Authorities then raid Meyer's home, Erbel's home, and the Marion County Records Office, obtaining computers, cell phones, and reporting materials.
The CBS affiliate in Wichita reached out to Carrie Newell. She declined an interview, but in a statement she said she does have a license and the DWI conviction was made more than a decade ago and was not a felony conviction. She says she reported the incident to police because she believes the newspaper obtained her personal information illegally. The Marion County Record says media outlets from around the world have been contacting them for details on what happened. The Washington, D.C.-based group Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press says what the police department did could be a violation of federal law. That group, along with 34 news, media, and press freedom organizations, sent the Marion police chief a letter urging him to return the property that was seized and initiate a review of his department's actions. A little later, more local gridiron gladiators line up for a shot at glory, this time at Frontenac High School.
Plus, we have some chilly nights ahead over the next couple nights. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be a fantastic Monday after all the showers, thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms we had yesterday evening into the night, but plenty of sunshine for us today. It looks great. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort just southwest of Seneca, Missouri, but a really nice day. Temperatures have ended up being fantastic, not near as hot and humid as what we have seen over the past couple days. Outside right now, it's 84 in Veneta, 81 in Anderson. Lamar is sitting at 78 degrees. And look at our temps across the entire Central Plains. Look how much cooler it is. All the heat is now pushed across the Southern Plains, and that's pretty much where it's going to stay for the next few days, and then we'll start to warm back up. Also, humidity is much lower. Our dew points, they measure how much moisture is out there in a degree form. And when you get into the summertime, you get dew points into the mid to upper 50s, it's pretty good. It feels pretty good. And our temperatures are going to drop back into the upper 50s later on tonight. If you want to get outside the next couple hours, now's a good time to do it. We slide back through the 70s, 60s, into the upper 50s. Late tonight, we do have a few little clouds which are skirting through. But besides that, we look pretty good. You can see the big upper level low kind of spinning up across the Great Lakes. Cold front, that's what gave us the showers and thunderstorms yesterday. And you can see the upper level winds out of Canada. So that's why we're a little bit cooler. And we're going to see a really nice stretch of really nice temperatures as we go through the next few days. But of course, we are going to get changes. High pressure is going to slowly build back in as we go through the rest of the week into the weekend. And it's going to sit right on top of us by the time we head into the weekend. So what this does, it keeps all the rain rotating around the big upper level high, but it also brings back that heat and humidity. So enjoy the temperatures we see as we go through the next few days. Let's go through time. Let's go through the next 48 hours. Temperatures drop upper 50s by morning. As we go through the morning hours, we're only warm into lower 70s by noon. By the afternoon, it looks pretty good into the upper 70s. 75 in Mount Vernon, Miami 81, Fort Scott 78, Independence up to about 80. Tomorrow night, we look good. Pretty much clear skies. We drop back into the upper 50s once again. Then as we go into Wednesday afternoon, a little bit warmer, still pretty comfortable. High temps into the low to mid 80s by the time we go into Wednesday afternoon. Here's your day planner tomorrow. 9 a.m. 65, 74 by 1, 77 by 5 p.m. Quite a bit of sunshine. But watch later on this week. Temperatures start to creep back up. We'll stop by the time we get into Friday afternoon. We're back into the 90s, and then we start approaching 100 once again by the time we head into the weekend. Of course, it is still summertime. 78 tomorrow, 57 tomorrow night, 83 on Wednesday, 92 on Thursday, 95 Friday, and then we hang out upper 90s to near 100. Good chunk of next week.
That's the neighborhood where I would rather not hang out, but you know, what do you do?
Not much, just take the ride.
You grin and bear it, I guess. Thanks, Doug. Hey, today during a listening session for the 2023 Farm Bill at the Missouri State Fair, Governor Mike Parson reminded Missourians the state remains in serious drought despite those recent widespread rains. According to the Missouri Drought Assessment Committee, nearly 92% of Missouri is experiencing drought conditions. Still ahead, some exciting news for high school football fans in the area, and the Division II preseason top 25 is released today. We're going to find out where Pitt State lands in the rankings. John Dales has those stories and more coming up next.
There are a lot of indicators that tell you summer's coming to a close and football season is here. Schools begin again, heat begins to break slightly, but here in the 4 states, maybe the biggest sign is the KOAM Pigskin Preview coming out. And that day's today. The 28th edition of our Pigskin Preview is now live and available on our station's website. Head over to koamnewsnow.com/pigskin. This year's publication features articles, rosters, previews, and more for 59 different high schools, 2 junior colleges, and 2 universities in Pitt State and Missouri Southern. You can also get there by taking out your phone right now, scanning the QR code on your screen. There's a record prediction page as well, links to things like performances of the week and our Pigskin podcast, which both will come about once the season starts. We put in a ton of hard work on this year's Pigskin and truly hope you all enjoy it. And of course, one of the local teams you'll see highlighted in there is Frontenac. The Raiders, coming off a 6-4 season in 2022, which featured a run to the regional championship. Day one of practice for them is today. Now, the Raiders have as brutal a schedule as ever. 2 of their 4 losses last season were to Girard. They play the Trojans on the road in the regular season, as well as going on the road to Colgan in week 1. But heading into the season a few weeks from now, for players like senior quarterback Cal Turlip, putting on that black and white uniform means everything.
I mean, 4 generations of my family have lived in Frontenac, and it's a really big deal to me. My dad won the state championship when he was a senior in high school. I mean, that's a big goal, but we just got to take it week by week. And Frontenac has a target on our back for we're a very winning program, second most winning in the state of all time. And one of our biggest games of the year is the first game against Colgan, rivalry.
It's been a great summer. All the kids were excited to start football. We know we got a great challenge with our schedule this year. We always play in a good league, good district, so kids are excited. First day on the turf, kids are excited about that. We got a beautiful day of weather, so just put in the work, stack the days, and try to get better every day.
Over to college football, the Division II preseason coaches poll released this afternoon. No surprise to see Pitt State up near the top after an undefeated regular season a year ago. Pitt State comes in at number 4 in the rankings. Now here's a look at the top 10. Ferris State, who beat PSU in the playoffs before going on to win the national championship, is the number 1 team in the country. Other MIAA school in the top 10 is Northwest Missouri State at number 8. The Gorillas will see Northwest on the road this year on October 21st. Excuse me, that's number 6 for them. For what it's worth, though, Pitt State was unranked in the preseason polls last year. Now, the D1 preseason AP Top 25 released today as well. Top 15 teams on your screen. Top 5, all from either the Big Ten or the SEC. Not a single team from the Big 12 up until Texas at number 11. Kansas State, 16. Oklahoma ranked 20th. Arkansas receiving votes but not in the top 25. First week for most FBS schools on Saturday, September 2nd. Basically all that adding up to, I keep saying it, but football season getting close.
I love it. And the pigskin preview out today is especially exciting. People can take it with them on their phone to every game they go to. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Charles Keith, a 4-state hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to have more on the fun and games at the Back to School Bash, Pittsburgh's Lincoln Park. Plus, a Joplin organization hosts a listening session to help people battling addiction. And the recent rain is leading to some mustard algae in area schools. Not something you want at your backyard pool party, even if there are hot dogs. We're going to have some tips to keep your pool clear. Those stories, a lot more tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The weather out there, very nice at the moment.
Yeah, fantastic evening. Tonight we're going to drop back upper 50s. Tomorrow, even cooler, high temp of only 78 degrees, 57 tomorrow night. Enjoy it. Even Wednesday, great. Then it starts getting hot again by Thursday.
Final sports notes.
Yeah, today's the first day that Kansas high schools can practice for football, so more from Frontenac later tonight. We'll talk to Pittsburgh tomorrow as well.
Boy, practice began with mild weather.
Yeah.
Change for August. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.